Greetings, hello, welcome on in, Unoptimized Fool from the closet. We need to talk about PAX East, okay? Now, there was something talked about in PAX East. Now, we've talked about the next remix, right, in the closet. We've talked about Legion remix, and I said we're pretty 99% sure that it's going to be the next remix, but we've never had official confirmation from Blizzard that that's going to be the case. But now, guys, we can rest easy. If you're living under a rock, they have officially confirmed Legion remix is coming. Now, we don't have a release date. Let's just be clear on that. No release date. No more information. The team's working hard. Now, the way they phrased it, by the way, they said that the team is actively working on stuff, meaning that we're not on the gold standard yet for the game mode. So that means we're probably, I mean, again, this system usually goes at the end of the expansion, so we're probably definitely more than, I want to say, 5 or 6 months away from this content dropping. But anyway, it is officially confirmed, though, so we can no longer speculate, right? Again, we thought it was set in stone, but now it's officially set in stone. Now, again, Legion Remix is coming, but they also talked about some of the large systems. Again, they said that, and everyone can agree that Legion was a lot larger expansion than Mists of Pandaria, just because, again, every expansion, I would say, you know, that comes out is a little bit larger in scope and technical advancements, right? Again, that just makes sense. Over years, things advance. That makes sense. So they said that obviously the Mythic system would be coming into play with this remix. And again, remix power is pretty scaled and it gets pretty crazy. So it's great. It's going to be fun to see how the Mythic system is going to be running inside of this, right? So now we're going to be running Mythics inside of retail and remix. So we're going to be Goblin mode all the time. But they also talked about a new system. Now, this is going to be a change-up of what we saw in Mists of Pandaria. In Mists of Pandaria, we saw the bronze system with a lot of transmog and just the scale of power over time. But now, inside of Legion, we're going to be seeing something brand new, right? And again, this is kind of getting into Blizzard's latest philosophy of expand upon things that already exist. And we can see that with Season Discovery, right? In the classic ecosystem, where they're adding something new to Legion Remix, whereas basically they compared it to Diablo 4's world tier, where of course you can increase the world tier for better loot, which will obviously increase the damage that enemies do to you, right, inside the world. And they're going to be adding that into the Legion world, where if you want to check out a new world tier, right, obviously more rewards, probably some cosmetics, the world is now harder, right, for you to do some content in. Now, again, there was world quests inside of Legion, so that's probably going to affect that. Maybe we go through the campaign again. But it's going to be cool to see. Again, this is a totally new, brand new system to World of Warcraft. Not to Blizzard, because obviously they've had a lot of experience with the Diablo team. So I'm probably assuming that they have brought in some of the Diablo team, not to work on it, but just to kind of like, okay, this is how we did our world tier system. This is how you should implement it here. Again, teams can talk to each other, obviously. They're the same company, first of all. And also, too, they're taking direct, inspiration from the Diablo team with this one. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works. Now, we don't have any really big details about any of this. Obviously, they're probably going to do a deeper dive eventually. Now, when we would see that deeper dive, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure of all the schedule stuff for big game announcements. I know PAX East had some cool announcements. Again, this is one of them. Now, they did have that panel about expanding the world. Again, I'll be talking about that later once I have more details about that. But Legion is confirmed, right? We are now going to be diving into some remix Legion content. No release date. Nothing else with that. Again, we have Mythics coming out like normal, and we're also going to be diving into a new world tier, right? So some new content for old content, which is awesome. But guys, I want to hear your opinion about this. Are you guys excited? I'm not too sure how happy I am to be running Mythics in 2 versions of WoW now, but hey, it is what it is. But thanks for watching. I am Unoptimized Fool. I'll see you guys next time.